But the link to the festival period is what I don't understand, because these are prices that have been high even before the festivities. They are, setting. And is it going to, are we likely to see a reduction? Maybe, again, we are approaching Easter. Is it going to be more in April, when you release the April figure?
That is this month.
Yes, this month, at the end of this month. I mean, I don't understand.
Thank you for your question. Sorry, I'm laughing because I'm also in Nigeria as well. Yes. We are passing through the same thing.
You may not feel it as much as I do, because I go to market almost every day.
It's okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. You see, some of the items you mentioned now, they are necessity. And necessities, any item categorized as necessity, they are highly price inelastic. When I say price inelastic, whatever the price of those items are, people will do what? We buy. So as they buy it, definitely we are pushing the demand above what? Supply. They keep on increasing. Then the festive period. See, inflation is persistent increase in general price level. If you look at the report that was read some minutes ago, the reporter said the rate at which prices of goods and services increase in March is higher than February. That does not mean February the prices of those goods are not on high side. It's just the only thing is that in March, higher. Because you said those items are already high before. It's just that in March, due to the factors I mentioned now, the rate at which those prices were moving up became higher than February. And one thing I want Nigerians to know about price is this. Price is highly volatile. Little thing that happen to the factors of demand and supply will affect what? Price. Unlike output. Output can be affected by lag. If you have inventory of goods and services now, before it finishes, it takes time. But anything that happens to price, and apart from that, the environment you find ourselves in this world, where prices are not regulated, when you leave the buyer and seller to determine the price at which they sell their product, profiteering, profit maximization, they can expect. We are in Nigeria. Anytime there is festive period, Christmas period, what make price will go up?
Let me ask you, because
as you said now,
yes.
Easter is on the way now.
Yes.
There will be increase in price of chicken. That is true. There will be increase in price of meat because people will likely buy more of this item than the supply. And the seller as well, we want to get money to meet his or her need as well. Something of 1,000, they may say 1,002.
But your state by state analysis, I saw some states like Bayelsa, for instance, recorded low, price increase. States like Nasarawa didn't even record any price increase. Why you have Kaduna or so why do we have that?
Thank you for your question. I'm happy for this question. Many people have asked this question from me since yesterday, and I've been answering the question. In computing consumer price index, from which we get inflation rates, it's not just price changes alone we looked at. When I say price change, price relativity, that's what we call weight. And weight varies across states. When they say weight, consumption pattern. In 2023, National Bureau of Statistics conducted household expenditure. When I say household expenditure, I have 1,000 naira. What I use that 1,000 naira to buy is different from what somebody in Kano will use that 1,000 naira to buy. That's what we call relative expenditure. So relative expenditure in Kano is different from Bayelsa. So after we have gotten the price change will be multiplied by the relative expenditure, which is not homogeneous across all states in Nigeria. It is heterogeneous. That is why you see something like that. That's why, empirically, if you go to Sokoto, the price of Gari will not be the same thing in Bayelsa. That's a factor. Not only that, the expenditure pattern in these two states are not what? The same. So these are the two major variables we consider when we are computing inflation every month. Not just price change. That one is a factor. What of the multiplier, which you call household expenditure?